Okay, in this video we're going to look at one application of slope, but they all are fairly similar if you look for the same key features. Okay, so this says Mark's student loans are at $3,289 in May 2018, and in May 2020 the loan balance is $7,375. What is the average rate of change, and what balance can Mark expect to have when he graduates in May 2021? Okay, so you see average rate of change, and you think slope. Okay, so average rate of change, and you know that that means slope. Okay, those two are the same thing. All right, and to do slope, we need to do the change in y over the change in x, which means we need to assign some x's and y's. So what we're looking for is we're looking for data points that we can put together as a pair. Okay, we're looking for data points that we can put together as a pair. So try to see if you can figure out some numbers that go together. We know that 3289 goes with 2018. Okay, that's his balance in 2018. And in 2020, the balance is 7375. So that's what you're looking for, is you're looking for two pairs of data points that you can put together. Okay, so those are our pairs. That's our x1, y1. And then you've got to figure out which one's x and which one's y. So one way to look at this is that the x values usually change incrementally. So they're always going to go like up by 1 or maybe up by 100, something like that. Things like time are almost always your x value because they always go forward by a day, a week, a month, a year, something like that. The numbers that fluctuate are going to be your y value. So like a dollar value could go up, could go down, could go up, could go down. That's going to be your y value. The other way that you can look at this is the units and decide which unit makes more sense. Do I want dollars on top or do I want years on top? Do I want dollars per year or years per dollar? Dollars per year makes a lot more sense. So I probably want to have dollars on top. Okay, so that means that the year is my x value, and the dollar amount is my y value. So that's going to give us dollars per year, which makes a lot more sense if we're talking about a bank balance. And then that means that my other one is 2020 and 7375. Okay, so my blue data points go together, my blue values go together in a point, and my orange values go together in a point. Okay, so once you have that, you know your x1, y1, your x2, y2, and you can go ahead and put it into the equation. Okay, so we're going to have 7375 minus 3289 over 2020 minus 2018. Okay, and you can go ahead and put all this in your calculator if you want to do the intermediate step, which might be a good idea. The top is going to be 4086, and the bottom is going to be 2. And then when you divide that out, you're going to get 2043. Okay, so you identify your two sets of data points, make them into coordinate points, x1, y1, x2, y2, and you put it into the slope equation. Okay, now what does this mean? What does this mean? Again, we put the dollars on top, we put the years on the bottom. So when you do all this work and you get down to a single value, that means you're in the unit dollar per year, or we usually write it this way, $243 per year. So what does that mean? That's his average rate of change. It might not have gone up the same exact amount each year, but in general, he went up $2,000.43 each year. So if he wanted to have a rough idea of what his balance would be in May 2021, he's probably going to go up about $20.43 again this year. So his current balance, let's use another color, his current balance is $73.75, and we would expect him to add $20.43 each year. Okay, and that's going to give him 8, 11, 4, Okay, we expect him to graduate with a debt of $9,418. Okay, check and make sure that that makes sense for the problem. We went from 3,000 to 7,000 to 9,000. That seems pretty reasonable. Okay, so that's what average rate of change means. You're going to identify these values. You're going to figure out how much it changed per whatever, per year, per unit, whatever the increment that you're given. And then you can use that to predict a future value. So for this one, we want to predict what would happen in 2020. Oops, sorry, oh, snap, that's 2021. Oh, yeah, sorry. This one's 2021. I thought I was supposed to put it here. Yeah, so we expect him to have the balance of 9418 in 2021. Okay, so that's just one example, but the technique, the tactic that we're talking about should work the same for all of them.